Okay, so this is how I plan meals for camping, for Healing of the Nations, for retreats, for Sukkot. I start by determining how many I need. So I'm gonna need 9 breakfasts, 9 or 10 lunches. It really depends. And 9 dinners. So because we're going up there a little bit early. So for my breakfast, what I do is I write down all of my ideas. So I've got bagels and cream cheese. We're gonna have those twice. Oatmeal. We're gonna have that 3 times. We're gonna have yogurt parfait and tofu scramble. You can use eggs, obviously, but our family is egg free because my husband is allergic to them. So anyway, start by writing down all of the meals that you like. And I said I was going to share my menu, so I'm going to share it with everybody. We do something called a tuna wrap, which is a packet of tuna salad and a, a tortilla. And then there's chips and soup that goes with it, usually. Soup if we feel like it, but usually just chips and the tuna wrap. This is our backcountry charcuterie. So we'll get a beef summer sausage, um, like a cheese like Kakuna makes these like almond wrapped cheese things, or you could get a can of easy cheese, I guess. I have a little block of Havarti that's gonna go in the cooler. And then crackers and a small veggie tray with just some cut up broccoli and carrots and celery and ranch. And we'll just put that in the middle of the table and snack on that for lunch. Lunch is, you may as well just keep them really simple and not have to cook if you don't have to. Cobb salad, you know, that's pretty self-explanatory. Obviously, we're not going to be putting bacon on it. It's just lettuce, meat. You can use lunch meat. You can use a can of chicken, some shredded cheese, some black olives, an avocado if I feel like cutting up an avocado. Otherwise, not. Tomato. It's like a salad mix, and then whatever. Anyway, sandwiches. Those can be to your liking. So it could be a turkey sandwich, it could be a chicken salad sandwich, it could be a tuna sandwich, it could be a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. If you're short on cooler space, PB&J is great. And then quesadillas, we're gonna use corn tortillas, so small corn tortillas. I try to stay away from bread as much as possible, so these sandwiches are probably going to end up being wraps. In fact, I think on the next page I ended up deciding they were going to be wraps and not sandwiches because bread doesn't hold up very well. It gets crushed, it gets dried out, but tortillas, man, they can survive nuclear war, I tell you what. So we're going to have probably corn tortillas. So these are what my son calls mommy quesadillas because mommy makes quesadillas with corn tortillas. Um, so it's basically just a slice like off of a block of cheese. It's about this big, like just like a little strip, and then you fry the tortilla in the pan. You put your little strip of cheese on there, and then it melts out. So there's no shredding or grating cheese. I literally just cut a piece right off the block. Dinner is a little bit more involved. If I have so here's something to remember. If I have activities in the evening that I'm doing, so for instance, when I'm up on the reservation, the majority of our stuff is in the evening that we have to do. So what will happen is all these fancy dinner type, I say fancy, they're not really fancy, but they're more work than lunch. The fancy dinner meals, those we'll eat for lunch. And then the lunch meals are what we'll eat for dinner because, after doing, the worship set and the setup and the preaching and all that, and then tear down, and then I got to get my kid cleaned up and put to bed. It's better. So keep that in mind. If you're planning to be busy in the evening, make your heavier meals either in the morning or for lunch, and then save your lighter lunchtime easy meals for dinner time. So beanie weenie, I should take a picture of that. But we use Bush's baked beans, but there's only 2 of them that don't have pork in them. So be mindful of that. There's a little like warning, or not a warning, but like hey, this one's vegetarian on the front. So I think they have a vegetarian version, and they have don't quote me. It might be a hickory smoke or maple brown sugar or something like that. Anyway, there's a little label right on the front that says vegetarian. Those are the ones you want. Don't get any of the other ones. Be very careful with those baked beans. 99% of them have bacon in them or pork in them of some form. So beanie weenie is a package of turkey hot dogs and some baked beans mixed together and put in a pot and warmed up. And Aaron kind of brought that into the relationship. I kind of gave that up as a kid, but so this is one of our like classic camping meals. Chili dogs again. Watch out on the chili. A lot of canned chili. We make our own canned chili, but If you buy commercially canned chili, watch out. A lot of the major brands have pork in them. So either get turkey chili. We usually will get the Nally vegetarian chili or the chili cheese. Like Nally doesn't usually have pork in their. They don't have pork in their chili. But I know Hormel for sure does. So watch out for that. And that's pretty self-explanatory. We're having grilled cheese and tomato soup, taco salad, hamburgers, chicken Alfredo, which I think I posted that one in the group chat, nachos, the chicken stir fry with rice, and tostadas. And then I talk to my family and I figure out what kind of drinks do you want? What kind of snacks do you want to have available to just munch on if you feel like it, right? So we've got a lot of ideas here. I've got trail mix. I've got beef jerky. We always get a big bag of the mini bags of chips. Whatever kind of cookies our family likes. I know we always try to get fudge stripe cookies for making s'mores because the chocolate will actually melt on your marshmallow at that point. And they're just tasty. It's less mess and less hassle. So we get like a fudge stripe cookie sandwich with a roasted marshmallow in the middle. It's like super awesome. I've got fruit snacks or fruit leather. Watch out with the fruit snacks. Most of them are made with gelatin. If they're made with gelatin and it doesn't say kosher, it's probable that they're made with pork. But that's up to you, whatever your halakha is. I know the Walmart brand Fruit Smiles they're inexpensive and they don't have any gelatin in them. They're actually vegan. We usually bring nuts, dried fruit, cheese sticks, turkey sticks. Watch out on those turkey sticks. Some of them have pork casings. Cereal bars, popcorn. Jiffy Pop is really great. So if you get a little Jiffy Pop and, put it, we've actually used Jiffy Pop over the fire and it actually worked out really good. Carrots and hummus. You want to have things that really hold up. Carrots and hummus are pretty stand up. Whatever sodas. We don't usually drink soda, but when we're camping, it's a treat that we have. So we'll get a case of soda. Energy drinks because Aaron's not drinking coffee no more. So that's how he gets his caffeine in the morning. Drink mix because you get tired of water after a while. I like to have hot tea, hot cocoa, hot apple cider, good stuff. Hot drinks because in the morning it's cold and in the evening around the fire it's cold. It's nice to have a hot cup of something. Marshmallows. Watch out for those. 99% of them are not kosher. They're made with pork gelatin. If you find there's a kosher brand, but it's super expensive, so I'm going to recommend to y'all the Trader Joe's marshmallows are vegetarian. There's no gelatin in them at all, and they're reasonably priced. Chocolate for s'mores. If I don't do the I put fudge stripe cookies. That I probably should have put that over there. There's my hot cider, my Mio drink mix, cracker packs, Capri Suns, because I don't give William soda. Okay, so now that you've seen my menu and hopefully have some kind of inspiration, here's how I plan out what to get. Because, right, the shopping part, that's hard. So what I do is I take each individual meal. So bagels and cream cheese. Next page, bagels and cream cheese. And I break it down with how many or what items go into this meal. So for oatmeal, it's instant oatmeal and maybe milk. I don't know if we'll put milk in it. Probably not. Tofu scramble, right? I need tofu, I need turkey sausage crumbles, I need cheese, I need corn tortillas, I need salsa, I need the seasoning for the tofu scramble, which I'll make ahead of time, and some oil. For our yogurt parfait, we need vanilla yogurt, need canned fruit. You can get fresh fruit, but honestly, if you're going to do that, we do sometimes bring strawberries or raspberries or something up to put in our yogurt parfait, but that's one of those first couple of days, like you better eat those quick because berries spoil fast. So for us, we'll get like those little fruit cups that have like peaches or pears or mandarin oranges or whatever, or even dried fruit like dried berries we sprinkle on there, like dried blueberries or dried cherries or dried cranberries or freeze dried strawberries you could put on there. But really the only fruit that handles camping well is apples and bananas, and I don't like those on yogurt. So instead of getting a bag of granola to sprinkle on top, we'll get a box of crunchy granola bars. And then before opening the pouch, you smash the bag until, you crumble up those crunchy bars in there, and then sprinkle your granola on top of your yogurt. So I get like the big thing of vanilla yogurt because it takes up less space in the cooler. And we just put it into a jar, or not a jar, a bowl, excuse me. Tuna wraps, tortilla, tuna pouch, and some chips. We talked about the charcuterie. We talked about the quesadillas. I don't know that we'll do that. That's like a dinner quesadilla. I think I got confused there. These are all the things that I might put in my Cobb salad. I probably will put in my Cobb salad. It really depends. Grilled cheese and tomato soup, or turkey sandwich wraps. You go through every meal that you've created, and you write down every single thing that you need, even all the way down to oil and seasonings, because you're going to make a list off of this. So now I know that I am having bagels and cream cheese. This is how we break down the shopping list. Bagels and cream cheese we're having twice, right? So I put this over here twice. And I know my family needs 3 bagels every morning. So 2 mornings I need 6 bagels, and I know a package of bagels is 6. There's a bag of bagels has 6 bagels in it. So I need one. I'm going to write here. This is where my shopping list is going to go when I actually start it. 1 bag of bagels, and we're going to get 2 tubs of cream cheese. If my family liked plain cream cheese, that'd be great. I'd just get a brick. But Aaron likes the berry flavor cream cheese, and I like the salmon or the vegetable flavor one. So we get 2 things of cream cheese, and plus the stuff is good as like a sandwich spread if you want to make your wraps. Remember I talked about those tortilla wraps. It makes a good substitute for mayonnaise, which mayonnaise has eggs in it, so we try not to use that. Anyway, so that's what I'm going to do next, is I'm going to break down all of this. Like, I know I need 2 packets of oatmeal for me, 2 packets of oatmeal for Aaron, and 1 packet of oatmeal for William, because he doesn't eat a whole lot. So if I'm going to have oatmeal 3 times, which I think I put 3 times on here. Yeah, I'm having oatmeal, or we're having instant oatmeal 3 times. So I know I'm going to need 12 packets total for Aaron and I, and then another 3 so 15 packets of oatmeal. And a packet of oatmeal, or a box of oatmeal, has like 10 pouches in it. So I'm going to get 2 boxes of oatmeal. Of whatever flavor. The variety pack works, because I actually eat plain oatmeal. I don't like the flavored stuff as much. But Aaron and William like the flavored stuff. So yeah. And I try to make these as light on the cooler space as possible. So, for instance, on the quesadillas, tortillas do not need refrigeration. I'm going to use canned chicken breast. I'm going to use a can of salsa verde, so that I only have to open 1 can, and then, because they make these small cans, this brand makes a small can of salsas. So I got a small can of salsa verde. The cheese will have to be refrigerated. The oil does not. If I use sour cream will have to be refrigerated. But really the only thing in here that needs to be refrigerated will be the cheese. Everything else does not need to be refrigerated. Where am I at? The grilled cheese and tomato soup. The bread doesn't need to be refrigerated. The cheese does. I don't know if we'll probably use some mayonnaise. Repackage your condiments. So, like for us, we use Best Foods vegan mayo. So I'm gonna get a small mason jar, like the half pint size mason jar, or the little tiny. It's not even a half pint; it's a quarter pint. The quarter pint mason jars, and I'm gonna fill that with our mayonnaise. And we use mayonnaise instead of butter on grilled cheese a lot of times because the butter will be hard and tears up the bread. Tomato soup. We use the quart size container from Trader Joe's. Doesn't need to be refrigerated. You just heat it up. And again, I try to put a salad kit or some kind of vegetable. If it doesn't have vegetables in the meal, I will try to add a salad kit to it. And the salad kits that we use is like the Dole chopped salad kits, because they're mostly cabbage and carrots and kale. These cruciferous vegetables that can take a beating and keep going, and they're not going to like turn into a bag of stinky mush like a lot of salad mix does. Your more delicate lettuce and spinach and whatnot. So they do really well. They last a long time. Like, I've, no joke, had one of these bags of bags of chopped salad mix, make it 3 weeks. And we took it up to the cabin intending to eat it and didn't eat it, brought it back home and put it in the fridge for a couple weeks and still took it out. And I was like, is this edible? I opened it up and sure enough, it was fine. So that thing had survived a camping trip and like 2 weeks in the fridge and was just fine. It's important to try to include some vegetables in most of your meals because when you're camping for 3 days, it's like, oh, we can eat junky food for 3 days and we'll be okay. It'll be all right. No one's going to be, getting backed up or having digestive problems. But when you're out there for 8, 9, 10 days, you got to make sure that you get your fiber in. So eat your vegetables. Eat your vegetables. Benita will appreciate me saying that. Eat your vegetables. Especially when you're camping. This is going to keep you and your family happy and healthy and thriving. So, if anybody has any questions, y'all have my email. You have my phone number. If you're on Messenger, message me. And I'm super excited to spend the most wonderful time of the year with you guys up in Mormon Lake. So, love you guys. God bless. Shalom.